afternoon.
Welcome to the Must Love Yarn podcast. We're doing it. I know you usually do it. Must Love Yarn podcast. Yes. We are joining you from our yarn store in lovely Shelburne, Vermont.
Yes, and it is lovely today.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
It's sunny, warm. Well, it looks like it's starting to cloud up a little bit, but it's warm. It's kind of humid, but it's not ridiculous. Basically, if I'm not complaining about the humidity,
the wind's blowing, which I think that helps so much because you don't really feel how humid it is quite as much.
That's right.
And it keeps the bugs off, which is good.
Yes. So it's May 31st today, and May is just running right by us.
It is.
And I'm Angela.
And I'm Kelly.
And you can find the store out on all kinds of social media as Must Love Yarn. So every time I do that, when I'm listening to playback to put stuff at the bottom, like I have a fake out because I think that I need to cut it so I can put my stuff at the bottom.
Oh, that's so funny. We should do like a hand signal or something so that you know like when to cut it.
I generally like to watch most of it anyway, just to make sure.
I know.
Something doesn't need to be adjusted. But anyway, so store out on all kinds of social media. You can find me out on Instagram and Ravelry as Junior Bird Kid.
And you can find me on Ravelry as Kelly Spins and on Instagram as Kelly O Spins.
And thank you for all the new follows and friending on Instagram and Ravelry. It's super fun. I love looking at everybody's projects.
And we've had a few new subscribers on Instagram, and YouTube too.
Excellent.
So thank you guys for checking us out. And we hope that you like our podcast. There's going to be lots of goofy outtakes.
Stay till the very end.
Oh my goodness.
There's some definite shenanigans. I blame the cake, actually the cupcakes. Mm-hmm. So Kelly and I, and actually Carol
That's going to be our title. I blame the cupcakes.
I blame the cupcakes. That's a great title. That's so the title. So that's going to be my response for everything.
I blame the cupcakes.
Excellent.
Perfect. I'm going to use it all the time.
I know, right?
I blame the cupcakes.
So we
Don't start again.
I know.
I've gotten it together finally.
We will not stop. There's 4 minutes of laughing or more.
We were getting it together and then I just completely lost it.
Anyway. So we like to start our podcast with our picks of the week. Mm-hmm. And if you're a new viewer, what that means is that Kelly and I each pick a product every week, and we offer 10% off with the coupon code that we will give you. If you need a quick tutorial on how to use the coupon code, you can find that in episode 73. Mm-hmm. Or if you have any questions, feel free to message either of us or give the store a call, and we're happy to help walk you through it.
Yep. So if you don't see the discount showing up in your cart, it has not been applied. So just make sure it is showing up in your cart because we are not issuing credits for that if it's not in the right place anymore.
Nope.
Unfortunately, it costs us money. We'd love to be able to give it all away. But...
it's one of those weird things. It costs us money in both directions. So if you use your card, we pay a fee for that. And then if we have to credit money back on, we pay a fee for that. So it's like double dipped. But anyway, so I'm happy to start with my pick of the week. I think. Actually,
I can go.
Okay.
I can go. Let me do it.
I kind of feel like mine's going to have a little bit longer of a backstory as to why I picked it.
I think so too. Mine's quick.
Okay.
So my pick of the week this week is this really nice yarn. And you may or may not have heard of this. It's not one super mainstream, but it's a really lovely yarn. Mm-hmm. So the yarn that I have picked is called Fine Height. And it's ultra fine merino, and it's by Zitron. So they do like the trekking sock yarn and a number of other yarns too. And this one, being the ultra fine merino, has almost the same micron count as cashmere. So it is amazingly soft.
Super soft.
Really, really, really soft yarn. I think it's like a 14 micron maybe, something really, 16 micron, which is still, it's really, really lovely. And it's 100% superwash merino wool. So it's just amazingly soft. Lots of yardage. Let me find that for you. Somewhere here. So it's 100 grams. It's 360 meters, so it's about just under 400 yards. So it's like 390 and change. So it is a fingering weight, but it's a little bit on the heavier side. So you could knit it close to a sport weight if you wanted to. If you knit it at a tighter gauge, if you pull it, you can definitely see that it thins out. But it's really nice and springy and has a nice twist to it. So we have, I think, 8 colors in stock. So we've got this really nice light gray. We've got this really bright red that's really lovely. A really pretty teal color. Nice purple. A bright pink. This pretty kind of steel blue. A pretty gold. I'm saying pretty before everything. That's not what they're called, but you know.
She's gonna blame the cupcake.
It's a cupcake's fault. And then a really nice natural cream.
Nice.
So that is my pick of the week this week. So
Awesome.
it would be great for shawls. We've got we've done them before as the special. They're a little mini skein. They're the Gisa and Flow. They're 25 gram skeins, and it's actually the same yarn. They are just more yardage. So this would be really nice for a shawl or for something for a baby because it's super, super soft.
Or a collarwork hat.
Yeah, and washable. So you could pair this Zitron, the Fine Height, with the Gisa and Flow, and they work beautifully together because it's the same yarn. It's just the put up is different. So, you know, not a sock yarn, but a great fingering weight yarn. And they retail for $30, so they're a little bit pricier, but for the quality of the merino that you're getting, it's very reasonable.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely. All right, so I'll start. Oh wait, so the code. We should give the code.
right.
So, because we already had some code choosing shenanigans off camera, did we decide on the ZCAT?
Yep.
Okay.
That works.
So the coupon code is weekly pick ZCAT.
Like the letter Z.
Yeah, it goes down here.
For all you Brits, ZCAT.
Yeah, ZCAT. Don't type out ZED, just Z. Of course
Yeah, but that's how they say it.
I know.
Oh.
I know. But
anybody else?
Type what's down here in the coupon code.
Z the letter CAT.
Yeah.
Weekly pick.
Okay.
Plus that.
All right, so now I'm going to derail this whole thing for a little bit.
Okay. That's good because I have very little knitting, so you go.
So you guys know I love to do knit-alongs, right?
You?
I know, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
What? And we have a couple that are coming to an end. The Jody Shaw will be wrapping up this next time we podcast. We'll close it. We're going to keep it open through the weekend, this next weekend. And then the Shorty Sock knit-along is wrapping up, I think, right when you get back, so like June 17th-ish. So I'm going to start a new knit-along June 15th, and we're going to run it through September 15th, so for 3 months. And
So you can have a nice leisurely summer knitting away on it.
And I'm calling it the multicolor summer shawl along.
That's not a short name.
No, it's that's a lot of words. It's a lot of words.
It's the cupcake's fault.
I will blame the cupcakes, but I typed all of this out before the cupcakes. So anyway, so the rules for this, and this just relates to my pick of the week,
Right.
which is why I'm going into this now. Shawl must have 3 or more colors to count. So multicolored, and I have some suggestions in the show notes. I started a bundle on Ravelry. There's tons of ideas out there, but it's still multicolor shawl. So for example, if you wanted to pick up some Wonderland Yarns Cheshire Cat mini skeins, this is my pick of the week this week.
We've got a ton of them. We mentioned this last week that we had gotten a bunch in.
So I brought over a whole basket, and it's not even all of the colors. I just kind of picked like, ooh, that one's pretty. Ooh, that one's pretty. I like it. So this is Jabberwocky number 13. And each of these, so there's 5 skeins, 128 yards per skein. So it's 640 yards total. So you could do something like this and pair it with another solid. You could use some patterns, you could just use the mini skein pack, and it would work. So something like this would count for this knit along. So we have all of these really cool, we have this red set, which is Down the Rabbit Hole Mince Pie number 23. I love their names.
I know.
So fun. I'm just gonna start throwing those on the ground.
Okay.
We've got Color Morph Pool of Tears number 35.
I like those blues.
With these blues.
It looks like you know, in some of the more tropical areas where you see where people go like snorkeling and stuff, like the water through the different levels. That's kind of what it reminds me of.
We've got these purples. This is Down the Rabbit Hole Mimsy number 25. Mimsy. So it's purple, light purple to dark purple. These retail for $36.50. So
the only one that's different, this one's more, because that one's the speckly one.
We have this cool speckly one, which is Mad Tea Party. This one is $38.50 because it's speckledy. But this would count. You could pair this with a really cool solid, like one of those like pink ones over there that Kelly showed you, or the purple, or any of them. And all the
ball yarn that we got in that new, we've got the Peggy Jane, we've got a Legacy, like a lot of these that are like the solids for the mini skeins. You can pair those with kind of like a fun speckled.
This one's called Summer Sunset.
I like that one.
So pretty. It's like a gold to like a purple. Color Morph Lime to Turquoise Shadow. So this is a great like green to turquoisey one. Toast and Jam. So it's, you know, neutrals with like a purple, and the natural, like, that's really cool. It would be really fun with like a wild speckly.
Yeah.
Off with her red, Down the Rabbit Hole. So shades of red. What's this one? Tea with Cream. Very nice neutral. And then I saved this black one for last because I wanted to show you guys this. So this is their Coal and Scuttles, which are basically shades of gray to black. But look at it with this. So this is the Primrose.
The Adelaide singles.
Yep, Electric Watermelon.
That would be really fun.
When's this one got?
Probably by the time this goes.
By the time this airs, the Electric Watermelon will be on sale. So you could do this.
Just in time for summer, some electric watermelon.
Just saying.
That would be really fun.
This would, I think, also actually look really good with the blue, the blue one. So those are my picks of the week for this new shawl knit along.
So any of the Wonderlands yarns in the mini skeins. So we'll link to those in show notes so you can click right through.
Yep.
And then just remember to use
the
weekly
code.
pick ZCAT.
ZCAT.
And use it in the payments page section.
Yep.
And like Ange said, episode 73 has a little tutorial.
Yep. Yepers.
Oh, and we pulled these.
Oh, yeah, they were just sitting here.
Because
the
we've got,
yarns.
these are the Ba yarns. This is the Savannah, which is the MCN base, and we pulled a bunch of the semi-solids because these would pair really nicely with the mini skeins if you're doing like the spring into summer or something like that you did using the mini skeins kits. So the spring into summer, that was a Mina Phillip Knitting Expat design. Pattern, and it's lovely. And Carol just finished hers, and
they're beautiful.
And she used the
so I mean, you could
just skeins. So
we were looking at this one earlier. The sunset.
Yeah, we showed that one. in the outtakes.
With that one.
That'd be kind of fun. That'd be really funny. Funny. That'd be really pretty with that blue too.
Yep.
That'd be gorgeous.
Oh,
So all kinds of options.
So.
So
Weekly pick ZCAT. ZCAT yarn tossing.
Sweet.
So I'm not wearing any hand knits because it's like 85 degrees out there.
Yeah.
I'm just not feeling it. And I also didn't finish nothing.
I have no FOs. Well, I have a customer FO, which is
Oh, that counts.
the reason why I have not done a lot of my own knitting, which you'll see is very pitiful, the progress I've made. I've made some progress though, so it's not that bad. And I put my progress keeper on last time so that you guys can see what I've been working on. But I will show you the customer FO that is finished. So I didn't do any of the knitting. I did all of finishing. It needed to be seamed. It needed, well, blocked, seamed, a fabric lining put in. I'll just show you. So it's this really cool bag, and it's from
really cool.
the book Scottish Knits. So the customer did all of the knitting on this, and it's a big bag. And so I blocked it, and then I seamed everything. So it was in pieces. It was, you know, the front and the back piece, and then the two handles. And then she wasn't sure about how to go about finishing it. So I made a lining for it. It's fully lined. And then the handles, the straps, actually have ribbon sewn inside so they won't stretch. And so then I hand stitched the lining into the bag, which I like doing. It's a little faster for me, and I think it has an overall better look because you don't see it on the outside. I know this has a roll down flap, so you wouldn't really see it anyway, but I like hand sewing anyway too. But so anyway, that's what I've been working on. So it's a really
Cool.
really big bag. She's gonna be able to put a lot of stuff in there.
Oh, yeah.
But it was really pretty, so I thought I would just kind of share it with you. We like sharing what our customers have been working on. This is not yarn that we had. This is some that this is a project she's been working on for a while. I think it's Rowan tweed.
Okay.
So
It's beautiful.
yeah, it's really lovely. So that's done, and I'm gonna give her a call this afternoon so she can come and get it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, we have finishing services, so we do a lot of finishing for people.
Yep. So I did not bring Insouciant with me. It's still in timeout.
Oh dear.
That was the yarn that got all tangled.
Oh right, yeah, the Finley.
Yeah, the Finley. And it's my own fault. If you want to hear that sad story, you can go
Watch last week.
We'll watch last week's episode. So I've purchased a new skein of yarn because literally at this point that's the best solution I can come up with. And I need to wind that skein into a cake because I learned my lesson the last time. And I just haven't done that. I got distracted with some other things, so
What?
I know, exactly. So that's just hanging out in timeout. I may try to pick it up this weekend. We'll see.
Nice.
We'll see, because it would be nice to get that done. It would be nice to have as either a shop sample or just to be able to wear it, because it's a summer tee as a part of our summer t-shirt knit along that's running through the end of July. So it'd actually be cool if I could get that finished. We'll see.
So, I guess I'm not close enough back to around the beginning. I am actually, so there's my little progress marker, keeper, whatever. He's way down there. So that's how much I've done since last week, which is a fair amount.
Yeah.
And I actually, so that was in the round before, and now I'm actually split and I'm working on just the front, so it's hard to see. But this is the beginning of basically the armhole here.
Nice.
And it's on either side, so I'm kind of in the middle of a front, working just the front back and forth now.
Nice.
So yeah, it's really hard to really show you accurately, but what's going on. But
Okay.
sorry for the delay.
I
It
don't know.
decided to stop recording video and it just stopped.
Cranky.
Anyway, so
Okay.
that's where I'm at with a t-shirt. I'm knitting just on the front for right now, and then at some point I'm gonna do some. I think I actually bind off stitches for the front for the neckline, and then I will work just one side and then the other side, and then do pick up the not pick them up because they're already on here. Just start working all of the stitches for the back as well.
Nice.
So it's coming along.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So I have made a ton of progress on my changes shawl, which I don't know why I just started another row. But. So this is the middle section. Do you guys remember last week? I think I had 5 rows, and I was like, look, it counts. I actually did count, but I am 2 rows away from being done with the center panel.
Nice. It's really pretty.
Thank you. So this is a Hue Loco colorway. It was part of the surprise party shawl kit from Indie Untangled last year, which I have decided to use to make change a shawl instead.
Yep.
So and I've got my little mini skeins caked up. If any of you did not see me on Instagram this weekend, I put together a fun video for everyone to watch of how I was winding my mini skeins. So go check that out.
That was epic. Hey, you know, it's Yankee ingenuity.
Gotta do what you gotta do. So pop over to Instagram and take a look at that. And there may be a little cameo by a small person.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe how big she's gotten. I haven't seen her in a while.
I know.
She's so cute.
So, but I did get all my mini skeins wound, all 8 of them, and then I had 1 full skein. And then I just wound off the yardage this morning.
Nice.
For the 2 bigger skeins I had that I just needed a portion of. So,
Nice.
so I did that. So I'm all ready to go. I have to reacquaint myself with the photo I took so I know which order I was going to do them in.
I'm so glad that I took a picture of mine because...
Yeah. Otherwise it'd be like, what?
Yeah.
What was it going to be?
I mean, it wouldn't be like that drastic, but I had a couple colors I couldn't remember which order I had decided to do them in.
Exactly.
So.
But nobody's moving around back here.
Nope.
So I've been mostly knitting on this because I've totally gotten sucked into it. I have done a little bit of work on my jelly roll socks.
Nice.
It's been kind of picking at them here or there, like mostly at like baseball games.
Yeah.
Because this is a much easier project to transport than say my shawl. Maybe, I don't know, probably not. So I'm almost done with my gussets. So maybe I'll have a finished object next week.
That'd be awesome.
I say, and then life happens.
Remember, we're recording earlier next week.
Oh, yeah, never mind. Never mind. I take that back. Well, I don't know. It's a challenge. Kelly's just issued me a challenge. She's right. We are recording earlier this next week. Oh well. We'll see. We'll see if I have a FO or not. So I've been working on those a little bit. And then, have you been working on anything else?
No.
Okay.
Just the customers thing and this.
I didn't want to be like just off to the races.
Go.
But I've got a couple of projects that I'm going to get ready to start. So the question is then which of the ones I'm working on get set aside. So I'm making another shawl for a wedding. Because I guess I didn't learn my lesson.
Hey, you got the other one done though.
Yeah, this one I think is going to be a little bit different. So this is also partially what's sparking the summer multicolored knit along.
Because it's what she wants to knit.
Because that's what I want to knit. So I'm going to knit.
It's really pretty.
Thank you. This pattern is called Mystic Sunset. You guys see that? So it's not a particularly lace shawl. It's more sort of textures, colors, and it's knit at a pretty open gauge. I think it's knit on 7s. So for fingering weight yarn, that's going to be a pretty fast knit. And it was, this particular shawl was actually designed for the yarn that I'm going to knit it out of. I know, right? Isn't that amazing? It's a miracle. So a really long time ago at Rhinebeck, I can't remember how long ago, I got this fiber optic paint box gradient. And they're so pretty, and then I'm just like, I don't know what to do with this.
It's so pretty. Just sit it on your shelf and just stare at it.
That too.
I mean.
So with that gray.
That's going to be so gorgeous.
So this is going to become this Mystic Sunset shawl. And like I said, the cool thing is this shawl is actually designed for this yarn. So it's written to accommodate all of these little tiny mini skeins. because these are
15 of them, wow.
mini skeins. They only have 30 yards a piece. But just gorgeous colorways.
They really are.
Sorry, you guys are getting the light glare. This is turquoise to vivid violet. So this one has a deadline because the bridal shower is the end of July. Another deadline for me. But I don't think it's going to be as bad. Once I figure out this one stitch that runs through there, I think it'll be pretty straightforward. Yeah. So that's what I'm going to be working on. I may not wait till June 15th, but I can't win prizes in the knit along anyway. So I've got that's going to be coming down the pipe sooner rather than later. And I also put together some yarn to knit the sock arms sweater for a little the little sock arm sweater.
That's a really cute bag.
Oh, thanks. Carol was, sorry, she was just looking at my bag. I got it when Stitch was going out of business.
Did you?
Yeah.
It's really cute.
They gave me, I have the pattern too. So it's actually meant to be a lunch bag because the inside is like
Really?
the stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's got this stuff
But it'll
on it.
protect your yarn too.
Exactly.
That's
But
even
it's-
more important than protecting your life.
It's the perfect project bag size for
It
like
is.
a smaller project. And
That's really cute.
thank you. You've got this little like boop on the top. Anyway, all right.
And little handles.
And little handles. And actually, when I was knitting the the other
wedding shawl.
yellow wedding shawl, it was in this bag because it was lace and it's crunched up. Okay,
Nice.
but little sock arms. This is going to be the body. This Patton's Cry, because for a little person hard wearing, is going to be the sleeves.
Nice.
So this one is probably the one that's going to just not happen right away.
Yeah.
It's not going to be able to be worn until the fall anyway.
Yeah.
So,
I have a couple upcoming projects
okay.
because of travel knitting.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted one of them is truly a one skein pattern. The other one is, they're small skeins, so I count them as one skein. But they're going to be two new ones because a lot of the ones I'm knitting on right now, I'm knitting on metal needles, and I don't want DSA to take my metal needles away from me. And I don't like changing my needles, the needle type, because my gauge changes. So especially going from like a metal to a wood, my gauge would change more than I would want it to. So, I mean, I could bring this or my changes shawl or something, but I'm working on both of those two projects on my zings.
Yep.
And I'm afraid that just going to a wood needle is gonna, so I'm hoping that if I use a wood needle, they're not gonna take them away from me. But
Should be okay.
Usually within the U.S. it's fine. Sometimes coming back into the U.S. that they take them away from
If
you.
they're wood, you just take them off and put them in like a pencil holder.
Yeah. But I mean, if they do, they do. Whatever.
Yeah.
Um,
It's not like you can't get more.
I mean, I would prefer them not to. But
Whatever are you going to do if they take your needles
I
away?
know. Whatever am I going to do? So the first pattern that I'm going to do. So they're both bandana style cowls. So when you're wearing them, they look like you're wearing a shawl, like a triangular shawl.
I'm just going to move on. I don't know what happened to them.
Oh, I think it was when we were trying to troubleshoot. So I like that style of shawl, but then these are cowls, so they're connected all the way around so that you don't have to worry about them falling off. So, because
Nice.
I don't wear just like the regular cowls as much unless I'm wearing a big bulky one under with my coat so that I'm not getting a draft when it's really cold or something.
Mhm.
But just to wear a cowl, I don't do as often because they don't drape on me the right way. I don't know if I just have a big neck or I don't know what it is. But so this is the first one I'm gonna do, and I don't really know how to say it. Angui and Julie, I'm not sure. But so this I thought would be a super easy travel project. So I'm going to use Quince & Co. Turn, and I need just a little bit more of my main color than my accent color. So Quince & Co. Turn is a fingering weight, and it's a wool silk blend. This dark color is color 150, and it's called Sabine, and the red is Syrah, and it's color 414. So those are all Quince & Co. Turn. Oh, no, I lied. This one's Finch, but it's the heathered, so it looks kind of like the tern. So the Finch is just 100% wool, and it is, but this one's a heathered one. And then this is tern, and that is a silk wool blend.
Nice.
So, but because this one's heathered, it looks like a little bit more like the tern.
I love those colors together.
Yeah, I really think those are going to be fun together. So that's the first project that I'm going to get ready to go. So I'll have two, so that in case I decide to do, one for one locale and then change, I can. So the other project that I'm going to do is Paris in Berlin, which is a Joji Locatelli pattern, and it, again, is the same kind of piece. And I haven't made these before, but I've wanted some because there's such a great, a great fit, and I really just like the bandana style.
Yeah.
I really like this pattern too. So the yarn I'm going to use, I have it caked and ready to go. Caked it this morning. Is Legacy Fiber Arts, and this is their Jumpin' Jellyfish colorway.
Nice.
I got this when Sue Chelsea did the trunk show here last year, and so I figured it was about time I used it, and I think that'll be really fun. So look at all those pretty colors in there.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's blowing out a little bit, but so that'll be fun, and I think they'll be fun in that pattern. Because there's a little bit of texture to it. I don't know if you can tell, but you can go online and look at it. There's some crossed stitches in it. So yeah, I think those will both be fun, and I'm gonna dig out my wood needles and do that and get those started, because I'm gonna have a long-ish flight, and then we're gonna be doing a lot of train travel in between different towns. So. I'll have some knitting time, but when I'm on vacation, I don't knit as much, and I usually almost always overpack my knitting. But I'm not going to this time. I'm going to bring a couple projects.
It's not like they don't have yarn stores there.
Oh, believe me, I'm kind of mapped out.
She's like, yeah, I know.
But it's good because if you guys follow me on Instagram, then you saw that I'm taking a carry-on, and I've got all 10 days worth of clothes. I did a trial run this weekend, and I got all 10 days worth of my clothes in my carry-on, and it's not overflowing, and I didn't have to sit on it, and it's just Perfect. Nice and level with the top, and it works. So I'm doing that, and of course then I get and it's not as much about for the airplane as it is for convenience of when we get there, because like I said, we are doing the public transportation. So, going from train to bus to, and then once we get off the train station, a lot of the hotels we're staying at are within walking distance, a mile or two away from the train station. So rather than having a suitcase I can drag along, this one I sling it up on, it's got straps like backpack, so you can wear it like a backpack.
Yep.
So that's what I'm going to do.
Surprise, surprise.
Hey, look at Jen! Hey, Jen!
How are you guys?
Good, how are you?
How's everyone out there?
They're good.
They're good?
You're
They're
good?
good.
You're not
good.
saying a lot today?
No. They can't talk back to us at this episode.
Oh,
They'll
I
just
like
leave
that.
us lots of messages.
Lots of comments.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, I came to look at my things
Have fun.
and then
They're pretty.
make my drive, and then I'll catch up with you guys later.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
It's all right.
So it was more about convenience for actually when we're there, because if I need to check it on the way back, it has the section so you can make it bigger.
Yep.
And then I might have to check it, or I can just
Gate check it.
Get another bag and then check something too.
Yeah.
Do what you gotta do.
It's Kelly comes back with like the IKEA duffel filled with yarn.
I've got so much yarn.
I know, me
that
too.
it's just.
Me too.
Unless it's like really special or unique to the area, a couple of the stores I was looking at have yarn that's, really, when we're in the Cotswolds, there's some that have yarn that's really local to where they are. So I'm going to check those places out and, bring home special souvenirs, because, the thing is, it's such we can get things so much easier now.
Yeah.
And there's,
Such a more global economy.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not, you know, as hung up on that part of it. But
Nice.
yeah.
Awesome.
See
But
what
we
I find.
can't wait to track your travels across
I
on Instagram. So if you need a reason to follow her on Instagram, you shouldn't need a reason, but
you know,
you can follow her trip because she'll be
that's right.
going.
Soon, less than a week now.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Yep. So speaking of Kelly being gone, so just giving you a little update for what's happening in podcast land. Next week we are going to record before Kelly leaves.
Mhm.
So we'll have a full normal episode for you next week. The week following, we are going to air our Meet the Farmers presentation that's happening this Saturday. So for all of you who aren't able to come, who aren't local, we're going to record that. Hopefully this does not act up and we are able to record the entire thing. But whatever we get, we will record for you. I think Kelly and I will pre-shoot a little snippet with our pick of the week for that week. And then the Meet the Farmers portion will be. So that will be the following week. And then the week after that, we'll be back to our normal podcast. So there'll be something for you every week when Kelly's away.
That's right.
Isn't that amazing?
Right. So 2 weeks, it won't be like Anne said, it won't be our normal thing. But if it's of interest to you, check it out.
Exactly. So, speaking of events, so Meet the Farmers Saturday.
If you're local or if you just are looking for something to do.
And we
It's a fun
have
event.
2 trunk shows going on that day.
2.
One with Fiber Stash and one with Green Mountain Spinnery. They are going to be bringing some fantastic stuff. Super exciting. I can't wait. I'm
I
going to
love-
hide my money in credit cards.
Oh my god, I know. I love all of their yarns. I'm like, I'm going on vacation. I can't spend money.
Right.
Awful.
So that's going to be, the trunk shows are starting at 2, and the Meet the Farmers talk is starting at 3, and everything's going to be running through about 5 o'clock when we close on Saturdays. So that's going to be great. June 9th, we're doing Worldwide Knit and Public Day here. We'll be set up outside. Maybe try to take a little video of that and probably post on Instagram. Because trying to insert it like after the fact into the podcast is a little challenging. It's not challenging, I just don't do it. I always forget to bring the iPad. I always have my phone though. So maybe I'll throw some snippets up on Instagram for that.
You should log into our Must Love Yarn account.
I should take over the Must Love Yarn account while you're gone.
Well, we can all be logged into it, I think.
Oh, we can?
I think so.
No, I don't think I have those credentials. We should.
I think they're on our little thing.
Oh, our sheet.
Mhm.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll take a look at that. Anyway, sorry. Sidebar.
It might boot me out, but, whatever.
We'll see.
If it does, it does.
So we'll just let you guys guess who's running the Must Love Yarn account for a couple of weeks. Since some of you thought that Kelly took over my Instagram
I
account
know.
a while
Like
back.
swatching? What?
I know. So embarrassed. Anyway. Yes, I'm just tons of fun. I blame the cupcakes. July 13th through the 29th is the Great Northern Yarn Haul, and we've linked to the details for that. That's a really fun multi-yarn store event that we've participated in. It's our 3rd year, I think. Is that 3rd year?
This
Yeah.
is the 3rd year.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. It is.
July 14th, Lithuanian, got it right this time, Lithuanian colorwork mittens class with Donna Jukanis. So that is an all-day class.
It's going to be so good.
So much fun, interesting.
It's going to be really, really good.
Yeah.
She's a very interesting person, has spent a lot of time over there, and really likes doing a lot of the historical research. And so it's just a wealth of knowledge. So that class is going to be great. It does include a light lunch and refreshments because it is a very long class. So if it's something you're interested in, all the details are up. You can register for the class online.
Yep.
And we hope that if it's something of interest to you, that you can make it, because it's going to be really a
It's
great
going to be
class.
awesome.
Yeah.
And then July 28th is our evening at the ballpark with the Vermont Lake Monsters. We do have tickets now, so
We
we're
do.
all set up. Everything's all ready.
I don't have them online yet, but
Okay.
I will get those up for you guys
We have
soon.
the physical tickets, so if you come into the shop, we can sell you the physical tickets, and in a little bit we'll have the online stuff.
We have that too.
Oh, okay. Wow.
We have that link too. So I will actually put that up on the page, so if you want to get them directly from the Lake Monsters, it's a digital ticket, and you can also set it up so that you can get the hot
Food,
dogs and
yeah.
barbecue and that kind of thing too, if you want it all as a package.
Yep.
We just have the tickets
Yep.
so that you can kind of do everything a la carte once
So
you
you
get
can
there.
do it either way.
Yep.
Whatever works for you.
Yep.
It's all in the same section, all sitting together.
Yep.
They gave us a block of tickets.
Yeah.
So we have some fun things planned.
Yes, we do.
We've been working on some projects for some like giveaways and there'll be some shenanigan-y stuff. It'll be fun. We're looking forward to it.
Yeah,
Has
it'll be a lot of fun.
We're going to be in the stands this time, not
Yeah.
selling 50-50 tickets at the
Mhm.
game. So we'll see what kind of trouble we can get into.
Let's not get thrown out of the ballpark.
I think you have to do something pretty bad.
Yeah. I don't think Adam would throw us out.
No, he wouldn't.
Maybe we can
He
yarn
might-
bomb Champ while we're there.
He might tell us to simmer down,
Yeah, well,
but
you know.
I doubt it.
Maybe they'll let us yarn bomb Champ. Wouldn't that be fun?
That would be fun. Maybe we should
It
make
is
Champ.
Star Wars night, though, so you can wear your Star Wars geekiness.
Is it Star Wars?
It's
night
Star
now?
Wars night.
Did I pick Star
you
Wars
picked
night?
Star Wars night.
I didn't know that.
You did it?
No, I didn't
Oh,
know
I
that
thought you
when I
totally
picked.
picked that. Yeah, it's
No.
Star Wars night, so they do this really cool presentation.
Okay,
and-
even cooler.
Yeah.
Oh my god, my kid's gonna freak out.
Yeah, it's Star Wars night.
Oh my, I'm still wearing the Chewie mask.
So if you want to see Ange wearing the Chewie mask,
He did.
come on out.
Oh my god, I did not know it was Star Wars.
Uh-huh.
I'm still wearing the Chewie mask. Oh, that's awesome. Did you think I did that on purpose?
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea.
I was like, oh.
I was just looking at the calendar and I was like, oh, that looks
Star
like a
Wars
pretty-
night and fireworks.
Well, I did a good job. Good job, me. Oh my. All right.
Yep.
Sweet.
I know.
I'm so busting out the Chewy mask. I bet we could make Champ like a scarf or something.
I know, we could.
Yeah. Or like a scarf for his tail. A cowl for his
A
tail.
hat for his tail.
We should totally
To
do
go
that.
on the end of his tail.
In like the Lake Monsters colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still doing it.
That'd be hilarious. Some mittens. So Champ is the mascot, and he's a big
Lake
lake monster, not sea monster. We don't have a sea. Lake monster, because that's
Kind of like the Loch Ness Monster.
right.
Yeah. Anyway. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yep. We got
Okay.
some plans. We have a little bit of time. Sweet. All right. So we have a couple knit-alongs that are going to be wrapping up. I mentioned that earlier. The Jody Shaw along. We'll close that down right before we podcast next week and draw a prize or two for that. So keep your finished objects coming. If the finished object thread is still open, it is fair game to post in it. And just as a reminder, the finished object thread is just for finished objects. If there's chattering, and I know the temptation is to tell people,
I know.
you've done a great job.
I've done it before, and Ange has had to delete my post before.
I delete posts. I'm ruthless about it.
Because she usually either draws or puts together the list, so.
Yeah. And so it just is so much easier to not have
Yeah.
that chatter in there and not have to wade through it. So if you want to chatter, comment, or compliment somebody on their project, keep it to the chatter thread. It's fine to post your finished object in both, so people can comment on it. So we'll be joined for that. The Shorty Sock knit along is going to wrap up right when Kelly's getting back, so roughly like June 17th. And then we have our summer tea knit along that's running through the end of July. And now apparently a summer shawl knit along that's starting June 15th. Yeah. I get a couple more in the works too. So stay tuned for those.
Ugly.
I'm just so excited about Star Wars night. I can't even tell you. I didn't even know.
I better double check because you'll be really sad if I was wrong.
Well, I'm going to
but
look like a real big idiot if I show up in my Chewie mask. And it's not Star Wars night. No.
Yeah, it's definitely Star Wars night.
I'm going to bring the mesh just for fun. My husband's going to be like, why are you bringing that? I'll be
No,
like,
I'm pretty sure that on the poster he gave us when he
Did it?
dropped off tickets, it was Star Wars night.
probably.
Yeah.
Maybe. All right.
Yeah.
I have chosen wisely. And I'm totally mixing my movies. Because that's Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did it in kind of a Yoda-esque
Yoda.
Yoda-esque
Voice.
voice, though.
I know. I'm still bringing a Chewie mask, even if it wasn't Star Wars night, because that would just be too funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Sweet.
Alright.
So
We still have a couple seasons of our boxes left.
We
So
do.
if anybody's interested and you liked what you saw and were worried that they weren't going to be available, we still have a couple. So
the teal's all gone, teal
Yeah.
lined. So
we have the pink ones.
there was either teal or pink. This is a
the
pink line
pink
one
ones
that I'm using.
are really pretty.
I know. So we have more of these
Yep.
with all the goodies in them. So
Yep.
check those out.
Yep.
And so we do have a shout out. I have a shout out. So Stephanie, she stopped in earlier this week, and I sadly was not here.
You weren't here,
I was not here.
and I wasn't here.
Carol was here.
Carol was here.
And of course, Carol's very nice. But I didn't get to say hi to Stephanie because she came last year and said hi.
That's right.
I know. And she sent me Ravelry messages, and I haven't responded yet because we're getting ready for Saturday, and I just haven't had a second.
It's been a little wild.
So I apologize, Stephanie. But thank you for coming in and trying to
Yes.
say hi to us. We appreciate it.
I feel like at one of these times I should just give people directions to my actual legitimate office and just be like, just pop in and say hi, because you're never probably going
It
to
would be
me at the
like
store.
the day that you're in court or something.
And so he'd be like, why do these people keep coming into the office? That's my paralegal. She'd be like, why? Probably.
She would get it. She knows you.
Yes, she has people ask who she knows that watch the podcast, and they're always asking her, like, how come you don't watch the podcast? And she's like, because I get to see it all day.
Yeah.
I don't know that we've got anything. Oh, the Lane magazine issue 5 is out.
Lina.
Lina?
Lina
Why
magazine.
is it not Lane?
Because it's Finnish.
Oh, okay. Lina.
Lina.
With your licking needles.
Darn Americans.
I know.
We
We
butcher
kinda
everything.
Butcher everything. Lina magazine
Lina.
issue 5.
Issue 5. It's so gorgeous. I
It
want to knit
is.
all of the things.
Like the whole bunch of the patterns like hit my
Mm-hmm.
my feed, and I was like, oh, I want to make that. What's that in? Oh, and it was all like issue 5, and I was like, ooh.
So you guys, they are doing a giveaway, a yarn giveaway.
Yeah.
And I think there's a sweater dress in fingering weight,
Oh my.
which I don't know if I would use the yarn necessarily.
That's
it's
a
beautiful.
lot. It's a lot of fingering weight yarn.
Yeah, it would be so cute with like leggings or something like that,
Mhm.
because it's almost kind of tunicky style dress, but I think it's too cool, and they're giving away a whole project
Wow.
quantity of it over on their Instagram channel. So check out. I think it's just Lina magazine on Instagram.
I could have totally rocked that before I had 2 kids. Sweater dress.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Not so much anymore. Oh well.
Well, you can, if you want, you can turn it into a sweater. Or
Yeah.
it's pretty well. So
Anyway,
anyway, I just
Anyway.
thought I would
that's
let you guys know
cool.
about that, because I think the giveaway ends on Monday, maybe.
Okay.
I think is when they're drawing for it. Their
Awesome.
time, their local time. So
Very cool.
I don't know what time, but sometime on Monday. So you have over the weekend to enter if
Sweet.
you want to check that out.
I'm gonna go check that out.
I entered.
I'm gonna go check it.
You have to leave a comment commenting where you would wear that dress.
Hmm.
And I said,
Nowhere. Just kidding. What?
I said, hopefully Edinburgh Yarn Festival next year. Wink,
Ooh.
wink. I keep mentioning it, Edinburgh Yarn Festival. I'm like, we could go to Scotland next March, to my husband,
Mm.
and he's like, what?
Mm.
I'm like, there's this great yarn festival. Do you want to go to Scotland next March?
Baby steps, Kelly. Maybe we should start with the Maryland Sheep and Wool Festival.
Yeah, I know. At least that's in the same country. But
I know.
I can lure him with,
Whiskey.
whiskey. Exactly. Yeah.
There you go. Or scotch.
Well,
Whiskey.
yeah.
Scotch. More scotch.
It's all.
Scotch whiskey.
So
There is a difference.
all
I just.
scotch is whiskey, not all whiskey is scotch.
There we go.
There are rules to these things.
I figured there
like
was.
bourbon.
And I know them not.
Okay, Yoda.
Yep. All right. So
All right.
probably.
We should wrap it up
We should
before
wrap
she.
it up before something happens.
We blame the cupcakes.
I do blame the cupcakes.
Seriously. So thank you all for sitting here waiting. Just stick around for a couple minutes for the outtakes because
It's
we
probably worth it.
kind
I-
of lose it.
I wouldn't recommend having any beverages in your mouth.
Yeah. Finish
Or
drinking
drink at
whatever
your own
you
risk.
drink now, and
Drink at your own risk.
it's usually me. I always have something in my mouth when somebody says something funny, and I spray it everywhere. But
Yep.
what you can do.
I know, right?
So we will have at least a semi-normal-ish episode next week. It
Mhm.
might be a little bit short because I'm going to be finishing up last-minute stuff. But we'll have one for you next week.
Yep. We will do that and a modified version the following week. So,
Yep.
yeah. All right. Thanks for stopping by,
Have a great weekend.
and we'll talk to y'all next week.
Bye. You turned it.
Oh. Yeah. All right.
It's so pretty.
Do your yarn, baby.
It's a by Rainbow Yarn Baby. We're missing a green. That's sort of greenish,
Yeah.
but it's not like really green.
Bright green. Like,
It's more bluey
I don't
green.
even have a green.
Although it's showing up kind of green on the screen. Yeah, that's
green.
like green. Mm-hmm.
I see some pairings.
Soft.
It's soft. Soft.
This blue's really pretty. I don't know why I've been like gravitating towards blues lately.
Mm.
I've never been a blue person. Like I like blue, but I just usually don't wear blue. But I really like it. I love this orange.
I like that orange too.
I like this gold.
Kelly likes all the colors.
I like all the colors.
I was
cannot
gonna see if
deny.
I could find
I love that one too.
a pack in here that gold, that golden actually.
That'd be kind of fun.
It'd be different.
Would be. Ooh, wait, you could add it on to the sunset one.
Oh yeah, this one. Yep.
That would be fun. Cause there's enough contrast between those.
Yep. It doesn't show on the screen, but there's more brown in the one that's in this one.
That'd be
There.
fun.
There you go. There's some more.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. It's that time.
I can't reach my thing.
I know.
Melon shawl.
I don't know what's going on. I feel like my stuff's been getting further and further away as
We have a
podcast.
peanut gallery back there.
I know, Carol.
Sorry. If you haven't been on Instagram, you should go see Ange's post. She had a post of our cupcake poo-poo platter because she got 3 different kinds because she couldn't decide, and so we couldn't decide either. So Carol just cut them up into thirds, and then we all had some
Cupcake poo-poo platter. So now we're all on a sugar high because that one was really sugary.
Watch out! It was very delicious.
It's like the disembodied voice behind us.
You can be. She could just sit behind the couch
She's just gonna like randomly shout stuff out.
when we podcast. She can be our mystery guest.
And what does the voice say today?
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. It'll be pay no attention to the woman behind the couch.
the curtain.
We still have a long day ahead of us.
I know. And I gotta get up early tomorrow because it's Friday.
I don't ever not get up early lately because the sun comes up and the
It's like-
dogs start stirring and the chickens start squawking. Of course, it's warm,
like-
so we have the windows open.
It's like light at like 4:30. I don't know what that's all about.
And the farm right next door, they start like their chores at like 4.
Yeah.
So
That matches about the time. Oh, was it Saturday? No, it had to have been Sunday. This past weekend, Memorial Day. I got up at like 5 because I was awake
Mhm.
and I was able to extricate myself from
The wee one.
the wee one, and I went downstairs, and literally everybody in my house slept till like 8 o'clock.
So you had like time to yourself. Oh my gosh.
I know. That's why. Look at how much progress I've made on this.
Wow. Oh my god, you really have.
And I hope it. I know it will block, but
Yeah.
it looks like a.
I know
rectangle.
they are kind of. Oh yeah, that's totally how mine is.
Which is why I'm almost done with this, and I got caught up on the Legacy Fiber Arts podcast. I got caught up on the Knitting Expat podcast.
Oh my gosh.
I was starting to watch the Fat Squirrel when people started to stir, and then I had to turn it off. But
Yeah.
I got to drink my coffee. I got to like hang out, just be relaxed. Kept looking at the time, like, should I be worried?
Should I go
And I was like-
upstairs and check and make sure everybody's okay?
I was like, nah, they're fine. Yeah, it was awesome. And then of course, it will never happen again.
Not for a long time.
For a while. It was my one day. My one day. So.
All right.
Are we ready?
We're gonna rock it.
Yeah, we should.
Okay.
Bring it. It's been brought. Sorry, what movie was that from? I can't remember. Scream or something. I don't know. Oh, all right.
Okay.
Gonna have to make that the podcast title. Bring it. Bring it.
Bring it, Yarny.
Bring yarn. Bring it yarn. All right. Seriously.
It's gonna be one of those days.
I can't wait. All right. Drink some more sugar. It'll be great. What could go wrong? And that would be the sugar crash about 8 o'clock tonight.
All right, when we need to not be crashing.
Exactly. All right.
I'm good.
Okay.
I won't lose it.
All right. I'm ready.
Okay.
All right. I will stop making funny noises.
Go, just go.
Okay. Good afternoon. Oh my gosh. Oh. Just.
Oh my god. It's been a long week.
Yeah. It has. And it's been a short week. I actually dislike short weeks because I feel like I cram 5 days worth of work into 4 days.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
all right.